How you doing, Ralfy here, Ralfy Customs. We're back on our Den's Buell chopper, man. And some of this is filmed during COVID. I don't mean the global pandemic. I mean me having fucking COVID. So I'm just about on the other side of that now. I'm just getting better as I film this intro, but some of the filming might be a bit shit, so bear with. Innit? Taken delivery, and it's about killed me, and I know it about killed Dean and Simo, bless you both. We've taken delivery of the new workbench, which is bigger and sturdier and altogether more lovely. Look at the fucking size of this great thing. It's bigger than the fucking road, bless him. There's tractors and backup vehicles and all fucking man eyes. All this time around here is fucking wild. We have got the tubing for our Dennis's, 1/8 inch, which is not the size I use, but it's the size they used, so we've got some 1/8 inch. And we've got the fork tubes. So what I'm going to endeavour to do this morning in my viral delirium is try and build up these forks so I can get an accurate measurement from the bottom, the top of the bottom yoke, so the bottom of the headstock down to the ground. And I wrote 37 down. There, look, floor to the bottom of the headstock, that stands for 37 inch. And I can't remember whether that was including his 4-inch overs or not. All things indicate it was including. But I'm going to build them up. I've got his seals, I've got his oil, I've got all the components, and over here on the trolley is his new shinies. Look at these fucking lovely things. And they're 4 inches longer than his standard ones. So I'm just going to assemble it and have a measurement, see how it sits, see where I was at, basically. So yeah, there's one altogether. In the altogether, here's the old one. New one's over here, look. Sat there. All lovely and shiny. And longer. Lovely, shiny and longer. I mean, what's not to like? Excuse me, that's just kissed the sky. Not really. Try and get it out so I can show you. Bear with and put you down. There you go, staring at the components while I fucking strip this out properly. And you're back in the room. So here's the extra length. The door. And now I'm gonna. So. Yeah, there's extra length, and onto those go. This can go down from the top, but there's your outer bushing, and that is a bushing that goes between the tube and the bottom. Yep. And then we have the inner bushing, which again takes up. Don't know if I can get it on with one hand. Oh, I can. Yeah, here we go. So if I can just work that on there properly into that recess there, look, that's that. And then down the pipe we have the damper. This goes down the tube and pokes out the bottom with that cap on afterwards, so that'll go down the pipe and on the bottom, and then that whole assembly goes in there and has a bolt up its bum. Has this bolt up its bum. That's it. It's that simple. Then the fork's in position. This goes down from the top sits on top of that, like that. And then we have the seal and the cover, respectively. Then we have the spring down the middle to complete it, and there'll be an extension piece in here somewhere that I can't get out at the minute. There, look. 4-inch extension piece. Now, I really fucking poo-pooed these. But, it's alright. Yeah, I recant that poo-poo. That bit of fucking poly bushing. Perfect toss. Comes with the tubes, everything's good. No, absolutely no fucking worries. Alright, so we've got the bottom built up as I explained with the shims, bushings, etc. and the bolt up its bum. That top shim wheel is actually sitting there, look. You can see that. That needs pressing in between the tube and the bottom. So we use that washer, goes over, and now we use this nice little tool. Same for the seal. These aftermarket tubes have got a little rounded top on, so you don't have to use a condom, and it is called a condom, to fit the seals there. They go on alright, and a nice tap home. Like so. You've got a locking circlip. That goes down and in the hole, and you just need a bit of anything just to push it down until it clicks in place, like so. And last but by no means least is the dirt seal, so the wiper seal there to keep everything safe and clean. So a little bit of lube. And that is the fork assembly, pretty much complete. You see I've got this one in the vice hanging down. This is about where the bottom yoke goes, because even though I've got soft jaws, I don't want to mark up the tube. We've got the extension in. What I need to do is just pour the correct amount of oil in. I'll set that out. Pour the correct amount of oil in. Drop that in. And then the rodeo of trying to fit these fucking tops by pressing down and turning it with the spanner will begin. I won't bother filming that, but that'll get the forks all together and in one piece. So we fucking have juggled and wiggled 350mm, 12.3 fluid ounces is the standard oil capacity. And to answer the age-old question, no. I don't believe you need more oil because you have longer forks. It doesn't work that fucking way. You still have the same damping assembly, and it will still work the same. The air on top is also part of the deal, so you could add, if you wanted to compress it harder, one of the forks a lot harder, then you add a bit more oil in the air. There's not so much air to compress, or add heavier oil. But generally, longer forks does not mean more fork oil. If you're doing a measure from the top, some manuals will state 4.5 inches down from the top, etc. So add on your 4 extra. Or these are 4 over, so it'd be 8.5. So on and so forth. Right, my calculations, I've had it all laid out on here and measured up and worked out, and 37 inches was pre-extension. We've got 41 to the bottom now. We've got 4 inches of ground clearance dictated by the frame angle. So we're going to go 5 inches at the front, and that should sit lovely when it's fucking all together and sat there. So we want 41, which is the new length, less 5 is 36. So we need to come through this at 30 degrees and hit this level like this, come through there and triangulate down there, and this measurement from there to there needs to be that 36 inches. I know, so we've done it. See where still rules there mocking up. We have got 4.5 inches of ground clearance at the back and 5.5, maybe 5 3/4 at the front, which is fucking bob on. 35 degrees Rake. There's also 3 degrees Sheila Ferguson, and the 3 degrees in the yoke, which is similar to our Cholabob. I'm not going to fucking move that because I'm too frail. It's similar to these big boys choppers, but on a smaller scale. So the front end's going to sit lovely out and long, but not too high because our den's quite compact. So you can see the marks on it. Like, this is where Dan's was. It's this much higher, so it would have sat up here, fucking on top where that is, more or less. Right up there, that is, that one, this one. Our dens will be below that. Like the top of his yoke will be below. It'll be about where our Dan's fucking bottom yoke is, which is spot on for a nice little sexy build for a nice compact and bijou fucking rider. So I've got the front end together, I've worked out the angle of the dangle. Thank fuck. It's proving really taxing. I need to make some slugs now to slug this. I'm going to put a slug in there and tube up. And then some reinforcing. Yeah, here and there. And the same with these bottom rails. And I make some slugs up. I'm just debating whether I trust myself enough to operate machinery while I'm feeling how I feel. Right, fucking hell, game on. The tube that came's wrong. I've double checked it. It's fucking wrong. No surprises there, given my state. I'm debating going a little bit thinner with this inch. This is the stuff I normally use. Because I'm struggling to source 1/8 by 1/8 wall to match up. I'm also considering going a bit larger with 1 1/4 inch. Which will look beefier. I'm erring on the side of inch because there's less than 1/8 of an inch in it. And I can make a nice fucking scalloped cap that blends between the two, and that'll look fucking lovely with a nice big slug in there. So that's one bit that I need to do. I need to make a slug, and I need to commit to inch or 1 1/4 or whatever, and I've come up with a backbone. And again, no surprises, we've got a different size there as well, so that's going to prove to be a bit fucking challenging. We will make a big slug that goes in a sleeve. It's not like a solid lump, it's hollow. The same thickness as the material that you weld into it is Bob's your auntie, and we'll put a couple of plug holes either side, and same with all this, you know, it'll be strengthened up. It's just, like I say, with the COVID, I don't trust myself to fucking get on the lathe and fucking doing stuff. I can't think right. So yeah, so that's that for today. I've sorted a few bits and bobs out with a new bench, rebuilt the forks for our den, worked out the length that I need to go, check the materials, and found out that there's fucking been a bollock dropped. I'll go home now and convalesce and look into finding some 1/8 by 1/8 wall to match it up correctly. Where I've got better internet access and all that silly bollocks. Right, we're off with a little bandsaw, cutting a bit of this bright bar, so hydraulic rod. We have to see the grinder, there's already a slot cut round it, and that's what I do with the grinder to get through the hardened layer, because the bandsaw blade won't fucking touch that. And I'm going to use that to machine up a slug, a sleeve that goes between the existing and the new backbones. So we'll cut a chunk off, we'll get it over to the lathe, because it needs fucking doing. We'll see how we get on. We've eventually got that cut chucked up in the lathe. Give it some spinny roundies now. I know this is quite tough, so I put my tough bit in. This spark's flying. It's going to take a clean on pass. That's my plan. that. And we'll see what size we can get. So, down a little bit more. There we go. Glowing. Right. That's just that ardent glare. I'm not happy with that. Just clean this up a little bit. Although we're going to put a 25mm hole through the middle of it, so not overly fussed. This time. I'm wondering if I need to switch my bit out. Because that's not behaving how I want it to. I reckon I've fucking got a broken tip there, so I've switched my tool out and go from there. I know, so change the tip. Like so. That was the corner had gone off that. See what we're doing now, eh? There we go. Much happier look. So we'll have a clean up. Like that. We'll measure, and I know I want 34mm for the biggest part of this slug. We got 43. Fucking hell, 43.89. 89 and top. So there's quite a lot to machine off. You can join me when I'm nearer the finished size. So here we go, roughing out. We're taking 3mm off the outer diameter, so got the 1.5mm cut, which is 60 thou. Thereabouts. Running at 750 RPM. And I can't tell you the feed rate because I don't know how to fucking work it out. Yeah, whatever that says. So, let's keep cleaning the bogies off. And on we go. Alright, and here we come down to what should be 34mm. So final cut. I put the water on to try and tame the beast a little bit. Suds on, not fucking water. Soluble oil. In water. And yeah. So far so fucking good. So we'll just take this down to the end there. Clear the fucking furries off it. Set it down to the chuck, and then we'll look at taking the centre out to about 25mm. Not a crucial size, it's just making it into a bit of tube with a similar thickness to the existing that it's going into. Similar wall thickness, like. Right, we run a centre drill in to get this started. Now my pilot drill with the suds on, and this will have to go all the way in to clear it. 3 inches long, just over, and so is the material. So we'll get that through. So in with the 22mm to steadily ball that through. Plenty of suds on. And away she goes. Right, with that drilled out and it not too hot, I can spin it around. And we should push pull it like that. We should be able to now machine the skinny end down. This end we need to go about 1.5 inches that way and take this down to 31. So we'll be back in with our heavy duty bit, with our WNMG, I think it is. Someone can correct me in the comments who knows more about this shit than I do. It's not very difficult at the minute. And we'll get our speed back up to there. So again, I'll just face that up a little bit, give myself a 0, and I know I want 75 mil, take it down to 42, and away we go. I'll see you on the other side. And there we go, look, made that little step down, put that water on. Just gonna put a chamfer on the end, and I think to get that fucking shit on, what I'll see. I think we're there. I think that is one slug made. Okay, so obviously this is too short, but you can see how it works. We've got this goes in there, the new backbone goes over there. That fucking knew that would happen. I'll fish that back out. Well, you get the idea. Come on. Right, so that goes in there, that goes in there. The two go together. There's a little bit of play here and there because I need to alter the angle of the dangle to get it right. And then we'll leave a gap, weld it all up, do some plug holes. Nice and solid. That is fucking happy days. I can't make material to make these ones that go in there because I've ordered the right size tube. I managed to find 28.6. So the steel man come. Here we go. We have got backbone. We have got frame tube, 1.1 inch. It's 915, look. Don't know what that is, that just came written on it. But we've got a chunk of that shit. So now I can repeat the slug making process with this bit of stuff. Yeah, I'll get a couple of slugs turned up. And then I will triple check the length to make sure that through there is 5 inches shorter than the 41 inches that we have from the floor to the bottom of the headstock, and get 3 rails in short order. Try and not get a copyright strike from Nirvana, but fucking tune. Just over 30 degrees I'm trying to show. It is fucking, it's hot and home time o'clock. Righto, things start moving quickly now. We've notched the end of this tube to fit around the headstock. We're just trimming it to length. And we'll get that tacked in place. So we've got that in. Excuse me. And we're just tacking in the first of the 2 down tubes. Nice and straightforward. This is what I'm thinking. Same as on my shovel head. I'm going to kiss this and catch that. Is my plan. We'll see. It might not work out that way, but hey ho, we'll see. And I don't know if you still see it. If you can see, it's still smoking. But there you go. I've gone for a single tube. I'm going to put a plate for this. It's head steady. Now, I'm not overly fucking keen on the boss that is. The boss is alright actually. The bolts. This bit, that's alright. It's this fucking bit I'm not enamoured with. Let's see what Dan reckons. You may have to move the fucking fuel line and relocate the choke underneath it and go clean all this shit off and just make a nice fucking plate or something. I don't know, but if I do that, if I fix that now, which I'm about to do, I'm going to make a thick plate that goes from the backbone, triangles down to this, and then carries on up forward a bit like. Then that's kind of committed to that point, which is fine. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll get a bit of 12mm or 10mm plate cut and go from there. So we've gone for the old CAD, the cardboard aided design, and there it is in steel. So that's the framework done pretty much. Got to mount the tank, got to clean this shit off, don't know what it's even on there for, and tidy bits and bobs up. Some of this work I'll do after I've had the frame shot blasted, but for now that's the frame fucking done. Hey, and there it is, sat on its wheels. I think you'll agree that it sits rather well. I'm pleased with that. So we've gone longer and higher, so we've made a bit of a baby chop out of it for our dent. Next up on it is going to be refitting the paintwork and a few alterations and bits and bobs from how it was when it came in. Way, there you go. Ooh. It just leaves me to thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you like what you see. It makes a huge, huge difference. Check out my merchandise and my friends in the description below. Give me a sub and I'll catch you on the next one. Lots of love, everyone. See you soon.